Now I'm choking on popcorn.
Greetings, foolish mortals. I am your host. Your toast host.
Cheers. And happy Halloween, folks. Well, we wrapped up Retro-Ween quite nicely. We managed to finish up all of the Hammer Dracula films, thankfully. Now, I was rummaging through my old DVD collection, and I actually came across a horror film that I haven't actually seen in a long while. It was a horror film that I bought for some research when I was at university studying theatre. It's a beautifully made film. It's very, very old. It's a very early silent film. And so I thought, since I still had some time to fill after the Hammer Dracula films, I thought that I would give it a rewatch because it's been like 10 years since I've seen it. And so I'm going to now watch for Halloween night 2021, I'm going to watch Nosferatu. Beautifully made German Impressionistic film which stars Max Schreck as the original incarnation of a certain count. It's Count Orlok. But who are we kidding? We all know that this is the story of Dracula, more or less. Very impressionistic, it's very creative, and it's just so artistic, and it just goes to show that even the earlier silent films, they could get it right sometimes. It's a very haunting film, it's very atmospheric, which is why I have toned the lights down, and I have lit the candles, and I have my glass of wine, and I also have, of course, the classic popcorn. And we are going to sit down now, and for the first time in a while, on this cold, wet Halloween night, let's sit back and watch arguably the first incarnation of Count Dracula. Max Schreck as Count Orlok in Nosferatu. Let's do it. From the diary of Johann Cavalius. See? Jonathan Harker and his wife Nina. Everything's so expressionistic. Is that a word? Because there was no dialogue, they had to over-exaggerate their physicality on screen, get the emotions across. It's good advice. Renfield. See, it's all the same characters so far. That outfit, it's amazing. That's interesting. This must be a version where they've changed it to Count Dracula as opposed to Count Orlok. I didn't recall that. A little blood. I remember writing about that. They use the land of phantoms quite a bit. The word phantom seemed to be quite popular. Wow, she looks thrilled. Beautiful exterior shots going on here. Good outdoors shooting, good locations. Good camera work too. For the time, it's very impressive how it's all done. Oh yeah, nothing will happen to me. I'll be perfectly safe. Perfectly fine. Look at that shot. What a great wide shot. Beautifully done. Oh yes, I remember this bit. This is where we meet the mustache man. Huge, great big mustache. Dracula! There he is. Mustache man. The size of that thing. Wonder if that was real. Great set. Basic. There are a lot of day for night shots in this film, as I recall. There's that famous one where you see Orlok on the ship looming over, and it was in 1443 that the first Nosferatu was born. That name rings like the cry of a bird of prey, never speak it aloud. See, Land of Phantoms. Sounds good though. Well, I guess we'll just leave you here by yourself in the middle of nowhere. See, phantoms again. Popular word. Oh, how brilliant does that look? Even now, they're able to create that otherworldly feel about it. This is Dracula's coach. Look at those horses. Oh, that is... I love these early camera effects. The pioneering age of cinema. And there he is. I'm going to call him Orlok. I know that they're calling him Dracula in this film, but I'm calling him Orlok. I just feel like that's Max Schreck's character. He owns it. The way he's standing. He's like a stick figure. And the way he moves as well. It is such a cool film. Those eyebrows. Blood, your precious blood. Sure. Awesome. Another great wide shot. Look at that. Fantastic camera setups. Large bites on my neck. Huh? His eyes and that angular face. So iconic. Look at that. Lovely throat. He's not being very inconspicuous, is he? Nosferatu drinks the blood of the young, the blood necessary to his own existence. I like that clock. Oh, look at that! That is so fucking awesome. And here it comes, the famous shot where he comes through the door. Wait for it. Oh, look at that. Oh, that is astonishing. Interesting pipe he's got there. They got that perfect. And that nose as well, he's just, oh, look at him, he's terrifying. Work of art. You found that quickly. What a great shot. Oh yeah, bringing the boxes of earth in. We all know that from the story. Interesting how there was black shadow either side, almost like it was framing him coming down the wall. Yes. Ooh. This is after approach around. At the same time, Dr. Van Helsing was given a course on the secrets of nature in the stream. Look at what he's wearing. A fly trap. Well, he went mental pretty quickly. That's impressive for the time. That must have looked so freaky the first time people saw it. It's incredibly windy when they film this. Here it comes. Oh wow, an early superimposition. That looked really cool for the time. That was so fucking cool. I love that. That shot was so awesome. I love that. She can feel him. That's a good slow shot. The master is coming. The master is here. Got some early stop motion going on here as well. As I said earlier, it really adds to the otherworldly feel. Oh! Look at that! Those eyes! Uh-huh. Got that right. Seriously, he's got to lift his own coffin and carry it. I thought he had like servants to do that for him. I love the idea of Count Dracula having to lug his coffin all the way across town by himself. It's kind of funny. Can you imagine Bela Lugosi or Gary Oldman in a scene like this? One of my men, the strongest, is sick. Crew is restless, uneasy. Mate reported stowaway hiding below decks. Will investigate. This is something new. They're suspecting the plague. I don't think they even mentioned that in other adaptations. I can't remember whether they do in the novel or not. Very morbid. Book of the Vampires is also something I've never heard of in other adaptations. Yeah, got that. I kind of like that. Okay. Interesting. What? You should recognize him, right? I think he did. Wow. It's one hungry vampire. Nosferatu, beg your pardon. That's different, but I quite like the idea of that. After the cock has crowed. Another great shot from overhead. Excellent, excellent camera work. I was about to say that didn't look real. Another great shot. I just love that. He doesn't even have to move that much. He's coming for you. Because of these day for night shots, it's difficult to tell whether it's supposed to be day or night. I think it's supposed to be night. It's over in an instant, but that's one of the most famous shots. His shadow's groping her. Love that shot of him going up the stairs. Beautiful. It's so artistic and creative. That face. Amazing. Those transitions are quite bold for the time. Experimenting with superimposing images and fades and things. It's impressive. And I thought the Hammer films ended abruptly. Well, I guess that was Nosferatu. So basically what they did, I think what they did was they took the first third of the original Dracula novel, and to be fair, they stayed quite true to the source material. It's quite accurate. And obviously they get to the part where he goes to Mina's bedroom, drinks her blood. But then I guess because of the limitation now I'm choking on popcorn. Because of the limitations that they had at the time, I guess they couldn't go any further than that. So so he goes to Mina's bedroom, I mean, drinks her blood, and then for the time and for what they did for the camera work and the special effects. Now, okay, so these were early special effects, but come on, what they did back then was very impressive for what they had. I just loved that speeded up coach at the, when he rides to Dracula's castle, Orlok's castle, beg your pardon. Even then, they were able to establish some kind of otherworldly presence, like in the Gary Oldman version that I talk about in one of my other videos. Max Schreck's presence is just amazing. I love his face and his eyes and his body language. The way that he stands and the way that he walks. He's just so slim and skinny and nimble. The camera work, my word, the camera work. Especially the exterior shots, wide shots, establishing shots, beautifully done. As I say, it's a shame that it couldn't have been like longer. I wish it didn't have to like abruptly end like that. But I understand why, I guess. They didn't have the freedom that filmmakers do today. There were a lot more restraints, a lot more limitations. But I think for the time, and what they had for the time, this film is beautiful. Let me know what you guys think of Nosferatu. Have you seen it? Do you like it? What do you like about it? Tell me what you like about it. And maybe give me some suggestions about some other great films I could watch next year for Halloween. Or Retro-Ween. There's got to be some other horror films out there I haven't seen yet. Or at least aren't familiar with. Got to find some others. Let me know. If you think of any, drop them in the comments. Guys, this has been an interesting month and I've enjoyed it. I've appreciated it. It's been nice to have some editing work to do all month with the Hammer Draculas. Thank you for joining me for those. Take care. And
Happy Halloween, foolish mortals.
Fucking choking again. Jesus.